Good morning, children. Sairam. Welcome back to our science class. And today we are going to continue with our chapter number 12, the Earth and the Solar System, and part 5. So, part 1, 2, 3, and 4, we learned all about the solar system. And today we'll be learning about the Earth. So, what do you remember when you hear the word Earth? Yes. Do you know where you live? Yes, we live on the planet Earth. We live on the planet Earth. So, it is the only planet in the solar system. It is the only planet in the solar system to have only one moon. The Earth is the only planet that has liquid water on its surface. So Earth is considered as unique planet. And other planets are either too hot or too cold that the liquid water freezes into ice, right? So only Earth we have life. So, on our earth, many wonderful things are happening all around, and many natural phenomenon occurs on the earth, like lava glowing stream from volcanoes. I hope you all know what is volcano. An earthquake make the ground tremble and shake. So, have you heard the word earthquake? Yes, when the earth shakes, the buildings falls. So all these are natural phenomena like volcano, earthquake, cyclones. So what happens when the cyclones come? It sweeps over the oceans and the land, causing so much sufferings to the human beings and animals. So, our Earth is the only planet in our solar system that has life on it. And we have not yet visited to other planets because there are a lot of poisonous gases. Either it is too hot or too cold. Okay, now, do you know how the Earth is formed? So, the universe, our Earth is a large and unimaginable expanse of the atomic dust, gas, stars, dust clouds, galaxies, planets, and all living creatures, including us. So, stars and galaxies are just tiny part of the total mass of the universe, and nobody knows for sure how universe began, and evidence suggests that universe started with an explosion of energy known as big bang. So if you want to know more about how earth is formed, you can go to the YouTube and type the word big bang theory, and you can learn more about how the earth is formed. So many million years ago, the solar system was formed from a cloud of rock, ice, and gas. So this was the first the earth was looking like. And the earth was formed from the colliding rocks again. So this is number one, this is number two. And again, after million years ago, the surface, that is the surface of the earth, is cooled to form the crust. And now, how does the earth look? So here, this is the third one and this is the fourth one. So now the earth looks like this. This is the present position of the earth. So this is how gradually the earth is formed. Um, so earth is different from the other planet, and we know that earth, this is the earth. So we know that earth is the third planet in the solar system. It receives light from the sun. It receives sufficient light. It receives sufficient light from the sun for the life to exist. So if there is no sunlight, there is no life on earth. So it receives, our earth receives sufficient sunlight for the life to exist. It has air, water too. So our earth has got air and water also. And the earth is enveloped by a balanced blanket of air. So our earth is surrounded by an atmosphere, like it is blanketed. So it is covered with air, that is known as atmosphere. So the earth is enveloped by blanket of air, which is known as atmosphere. So this atmosphere protects the earth from the harmful rays of the sun. And the atmosphere also contains like life supporting gases called nitrogen, oxygen and carbon dioxide. So all these gases like nitrogen, carbon dioxide and oxygen, those are atmosphere. It is covered in the air. So the presence of sunlight, air and water helps us to survive on earth. The presence of sunlight, air and water helps us to survive on earth. So our earth is the only planet we can see the life, like animals, plants and including us. So this is the only planet, and the earth has one natural satellite, that is the moon. And it is formed when a large asteroid impacted earth in the distant past. That all you will learn in the higher classes. You just have to know that the earth has only one natural satellite, that is the moon. And so on the outer surface of the earth, which we know it is made up of soil, rocks and water. But today we know that the earth is also surrounded by an air which is called atmosphere. So do you know what is inside the earth? So how do the scientists do the research what is inside the earth? So like caves and mines. Caves, have you seen the caves and the mines? They also go only up to 1 kilometer inside. Even the deepest wells, they go 12 kilometer deep. Then what is there inside the earth? So one can look deep inside the earth after the earthquake. Or by nuclear explosion. They burst the nuclear bombs. You know what is nuclear bombs. So by the nuclear explosion or by the earthquake, we know what is there inside the earth. Okay, so scientists discover the composition of the earth's interior. So like quarrying, digging, mining, drilling, it has all taught us lot about what life is below the surface of the earth. But these methods of exploration are very rarely they go deeper. So the earth, according to the scientists, was formed some 4.6 million years ago. Okay, now, so as I said, the earth is enveloped by the blanket of the earth, so we have the life on earth. So it is believed that the earth is a huge ball of rock. So how do our earth looks? So it looks like a huge ball of rock. So here you can see it is the earth is looking like the huge ball of rock. So we all live on the outer surface of the earth because it is very cool and has the natural condition which is suitable for life. Which is suitable for life. So the earth looks like a huge ball of rock. The earth is very cool. So because of that temperature, the life on the earth exists. Okay, so you can see here the picture of the earth and what is there deep inside the earth. So the earth is divided into, have you seen the onion? So when you peel the onion, there are many layers in the onion. There are many layers in the So in the external structure of the earth, we have soil, rocks and water and atmosphere. So what is the internal structure of the earth? So if you take the onion, it has many layers. So same like that, the earth has also got many layers. It has got several layers. And the outermost layer, it is called the crust. It is called the earth's crust. So here you can see the outermost layer. It is called the crust. So this is the outermost layer which is called the crust. C-R-U-S-T. So it is about 40 kilometer depth. It has an average of 40 kilometer depth. So all that you will study in higher classes. And the earth crust is very small. It is made up of soils and rocks. And below the crust, it is the mantle. Below the crust, it is the mantle. And reaching the depth of 2,900 kilometers. So it is very deep inside the earth. So the outermost layer is called the crust and little deeper it is called the mantle. So due to heat inside the earth, the mantle consists of solid and molten rocks. Solid and molten rocks. And so due to the heat of the earth, and below the mantle it is a core. Below the mantle is the core made up of iron and nickel. Though the deeper one travels inside the earth, the hotter it is. So once you start traveling inside the earth, it is very, very, very hot, and the temperature in the core is 4,000 to 5,000 degrees Celsius. So it's too hot. That is why sometimes the volcano erupts and the lava comes out of the volcano. So the people who are living nearby, they have to shift it to some other places. So do you know what is atmosphere is made up of? So like the earth has many layers, the atmosphere has also got many layers. So the word atmosphere means it is a gaseous. It is a gaseous covered the enveloping a planet. So our earth is covered with the atmosphere. So without this atmosphere, life would be impossible on the earth. And 1/5 of the atmosphere is oxygen and the remaining is nitrogen. So, like the Earth's interior, like mantle, crust, and core, the atmosphere has also got many layers, like troposphere. I like here it is like troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, ionosphere. So there are, these atmosphere has also got many layers like the earth. So earth has got crust, mantle and core. Core is the deep inside the earth. So like that same way atmosphere has also got many layers. And the lowest part, that is the all animals and plants in the lowermost layer. So here all animals and the plants live in the lowermost layer called the troposphere. They are called the troposphere, and all weather phenomena takes place in the troposphere. Even the aeroplanes fly in the outer edge of the troposphere. And the stratosphere and the mesosphere and the ionosphere and the exosphere lies above the troposphere. So we just have to see that. So this is the troposphere and the life is there in the lowermost part of the atmosphere. So So it is believed that the earth is a huge ball of rock. And now let us learn about the structure of the earth. So the structure of the earth, the outermost is the crust, the outermost is the crust, mantle, and the innermost is the core. Now, in the next class, we'll be learning in detail what is crust, mantle, and the core. Okay, so the outer part is very cool and formed, and it is called the crust, like layer on which we live. The three layers of the earth are crust, mantle, and core. So we will learn in details in the next video. So until then, goodbye children.